Let's decorate a retro sun cookie. This cookie includes a white crackle background. So before you bake your cookies, you're going to dilute some white food coloring. I didn't add very much water to it, just enough to thin it out. Otherwise, the white food coloring is a little too thick to paint on. And you're just using a food safe brush, a brush that has only been used on food, and you're painting onto your raw cookie dough. So this is before you've baked them. This is also before I freeze them, because I always freeze my cookies before I bake them. So this is in real time on the first one. And you'll see that I get almost some like beading of it, and I just keep painting till the cookie is fully covered in white. There's going to be a few spots where it kind of peeks through a little bit. That's okay. We just want to make sure that everything is as covered as possible on these cookies. Now, 2 of the cookies in this set have this white background. It is totally optional if you want to do that. What it does is it just creates a little crackle effect. And so you can see here the difference between the baked cookie that's in my hand on the bottom versus the one that I have painted above it. I'm going to use my scribe to scratch out this design. It shows up especially well on these white painted cookies. So the edible pen kind of picks up some of that white pigment, and it doesn't leave the image behind that you'd quite desire. So we start by adding a half circle, because this is our sun cookie, our kind of like retro sun cookie, half circle. And then immediately out from that, I'm going to do a little bit of a line. I'm really bad at measurements, so I want to be like, half an inch. I have no idea what half an inch is. And we're doing this curved line like out and getting wider. And so the best way I can describe it is just make your curved line on the bottom and then have your curved line follow on the top, just slightly getting wider. And frankly, I think if you practice this once on a piece of paper, which is what I did, you could recreate it pretty well on your own from then on out on the cookie. And I just went starting in the middle, did all the ones to the right, which usually add 3. If you end up with more or less than that, it's fine. It's gonna look really cool. I also accidentally scraped off some of my cookie right on the corner. It's okay, we're going to cover it with icing. And then once I finished one side, I repeated it on the other, because that initial shape, you're just copying it from the first one to all the other rays coming off of the sun, where they're all starting at about a half an inch. That's probably the right measurement, right? And then slowly getting bigger, following that same curved shape. And you can see I just messed that one up. I was like, oh, my curve's not as good as it should be. So let me go back and kind of scratch it out. You can always scratch further out from your original design. The harder part is taking that scratch back, because it is going to show on this cookie. Now, if you don't like the white painted background, I will come back to it in a second. You're going to grab your orange after you've scratched everything out and you've kind of wiped off your cookie so you get all that cookie crumb off of your cookie. You're going to grab your orange and you're going to outline that half circle. That's the center of your sun. And then every other one of these rays is going to be orange. So you're just going to start outlining, going over that line that you drew on with your scribe or with your edible pen. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm doing the outline in every single one. Anyone that ends at, I mean, every single one has an ending at the edge of the cookie. So I want to do that straight line at the edge of the cookie too. Another thing that's going to help you with this is doing the kind of, someone gave it a specific name online and I wish I could remember it, but I saw it on Reddit, and you kind of dab and lift. I think that's what they said. I was defaulting to she there, but it could have been a man. I don't know. So I lightly dab my cookie, tap my cookie with my icing, and then I lift it up, and I'm having pressure on my piping bag that entire time. And it's easier to kind of follow that flow, because I can almost use my piping bag as if I'm drawing that line above where it is on my cookie. So after I get those outlined, I'm just going to come back to the beginning, that half circle that I made for the sun, and I'm going to fill it in, and I'm going to repeat that on every single one of these outlined sections. And I am going to come back with my scribe and even it out, but I'm also going to let my icing see if maybe it's just going to even out on its own, because it sometimes does that. Anywho, like I was saying with the white background, as you watch me fill in these sections, if you don't like your cookie to be partially naked with this white background, what you can do is after you've scratched out your design on the cookie, or if you're not doing the white background, I would recommend using an edible pen. Quick note coming back to this, I didn't like how my sun wasn't as circular, so I just used my scribe to kind of move the icing out to make it a little bit more round. Anywho, after you get your design drawn onto your cookie, whether it be a scribe, whether it be with an edible pen, you're going to take white and outline all of those outlines first, and then you're just going to let it dry casually. Like, go repeat that on all the cookies you want it to repeat on, and then you're going to follow these exact steps. So you're going to do the orange outline, fill them in, and then after you've used your scribe to even out the orange outline, you can come in and do your pink outline. My pink is runny. It is a runny pink. I hesitate to call it a hybrid. It is a hybrid. It holds its own line, but it's a thin hybrid. It's probably like a 10-second hybrid, which to me is much more of a flood. So you'll see some of these outlines I make end up filling themselves in, which this one on the bottom, so close to doing. But it's okay. See, it's not running off the side of the cookie. It's totally fine. It's fine. But it does make my outlines a bit blobbier than I like it to be. Anywho, you have 4 of these sections if you follow my original design perfectly. If you kind of like, oh, I'm going to scratch out my different rays, and you have a few more or a few little, great. It's going to look so cool. It's going to look super cool. After you create these pink outlines, then you can come in and, who could have guessed it, filled it in with that same pink. And so there's no additional dry time or anything. You're not waiting for your lines to dry before you fill them in. You're just immediately coming in after you've created all those outlines and filling them in. And you can see I have some gapping that I'm going to come back with my scribe to fill in. But these 2 spots on the side, ooh, weren't they nice to fill in? But I'm using my scribe. If I feel like my line needs to be more curved, I can use my scribe to push that icing around and get that curve to fill in those sections. That's exactly what I'm doing here. This line needs to be curved more. I'm going to do it. But that completes our kind of retro sun. This is one of 4 cookies in the Pool cookie set. Download the free guide in the link below and give them a try.